Okay, as always, it begins with the car raid of the Ministry of Defense people. Let me know if now the video in the background is better.
Это священное алое знамя, водруженное весной 45-го года над поверженным Берлином, стало для всего нашего народа на все времена.
Okay, thank you so much everyone, thank you so much Kevin. Let's watch the parade. This is obviously, they begin with this, I'm sorry guys, it's 3 AM, so obviously maybe my translations will not be accurate or anything, or perfect like that. But this is basically the banner of the Soviet Union. So basically this is the banner of the Soviet Union, the very same one, quote unquote, the one that they put in the Reichstag in Berlin after they won in the Second World War, the Red Army.
Командуют знаменными группами капитан Кирилл Коршунов и лейтенант Антон Михайлов.
So obviously you saw Xi Jinping from China, there was Nicolas Maduro from Venezuela, Putin himself, so this time it's a little bit more guests than previous times, that's for sure. And looks like we have Jake Bro in the chat, so what's up Jake, what's up everyone? Just like Jake said, everyone, while it's just the music, hit the like button everyone. Once again, thank you all so much for joining. We are here, watching the parade, straight from Moscow. Also guys, Florida Panthers need your support, the playoffs started, they are down 0-2 in series against Toronto Maple Leafs, so let's go Panthers! Did you hear the voice crack? Voila! Basically saying his biggest moment of his life, and he had the voice crack. But okay, so that's the new defense minister, Белоусов, Андрей Белоусов.
Для встречи слева! Накра!
And as you can see, he chose not to wear military uniform because he is reportedly, allegedly not like a military person. So, yeah, that's why.
Военный парад, посвященный 80-летию Победы, принимает министр обороны Российской Федерации Андрей Белоусов.
The car, as I see some people are asking, car is Aurus, basically the copy of Rolls-Royce, Russian Rolls-Royce.
Целюков.
The voice crack was absolutely epic.
Товарищ министр обороны Российской Федерации, войска Московского гарнизона для парада в ознаменовании 80-й годовщины Победы в Великой Отечественной войне построены. Командующий парадом генерал армии Целюков.
He is basically saying that the parade is ready to commence, everyone is standing, everyone waiting for your order. General of the Army, Mr. Selykov. And yeah, thank you all, by the way, so much for donations. I see $5 from Philby. Thanks so much, Philby, for $5. And Haji, thanks so much for $5, guys.
Войск Московского гарнизона. Сегодня в военном параде принимает участие более 11,5 тысяч военнослужащих Министерства обороны Российской Федерации и других силовых ведомств, ФСБ, МЧС России, Росгвардии, подразделений армий дружественных иностранных государств. Более 1500 военнослужащих парадных расчетов – участники специальной военной операции.
He just said that 11,000 soldiers are participating in the parade, 1,500 of them are the participants of the special military operation.
Войск.
Здравствуйте, товарищи! Поздравляю вас с 80-й годовщиной Победы в Великой Отечественной войне!
And right now, basically, the Minister of Defense Belousov is going to be stopping next to each unit, next to each, like Marines, he's going to be stopping next to the whatever Navy. Once again, he's going to be stopping next to the regular army, to the tankers. Like, once again, guys, 3 a.m. So sorry if I'm not using proper words, but basically he's going to be standing in front of everyone and just saying, "Thank you so much, comrades, congratulations with the victory day." And then they say, "Hooray, hooray, hooray," 3 times. Wilson, also thanks so much for $5. Thanks so much.
Здравствуйте, товарищи! Поздравляю вас с 80-й годовщиной Победы в Великой Отечественной войне!
Министр обороны поздравил парадные расчеты воздушно-космических сил. Личный состав воздушно-космических сил высоко...
They're just basically saying that right now the Minister of Defense was congratulating the aerospace forces. So this was the previous ones, now going to congratulate the next ones with the 80th anniversary of the victory.
И на переднем крае.
Здравствуйте, товарищи! Поздравляю вас с 80-й годовщиной победы в Великой Отечественной войне.
Министр обороны приветствовал парадные расчеты кремлевских курсантов, военной полиции, Росгвардии и МЧС России, воинов-железнодорожников.
Right now, basically, he said congratulations and welcome to the Kremlin soldiers, let's call them like this, to the Rosgvardia, National Police, basically the ones who watch for the security inside Russia, basically the biggest, one of the biggest Putin's lovers, if you want to call them like this. And thank you so much Kryptonir for 6 euros, thank you so much Jen for 5 euros, and Vidar for 60 Norwegian crowns. Thanks so much, guys.
С 80-й годовщиной победы в Великой Отечественной войне.
Министр обороны поздравил с Днем Победы парадные расчеты ракетных войск стратегического назначения, радиационной, химической и биологической защиты, воздушно-десантных и инженерных войск.
Right now it was basically airborne troop, engineering troops, radiology, chemical troops, this combination of all of them. Basically, this is the one that Andrei Belousov, the Minister of Defense, congratulated right now.
Здравствуйте, товарищи! Поздравляю вас с 80-й годовщиной победы в Великой Отечественной войне.
Министр обороны приветствовал парадные расчеты участников специальной военной операции, военно-морского флота, ФСБ России, военнослужащих женщин, парадные расчеты иностранных государств и самых юных участников.
The previous ones were the FSB, the Special Military Operation participants, women soldiers and soldiers from the international soldiers, basically, who decided to participate in the parade. So apparently this time he's congratulating like 3, 4, 5 of them at the same time to, I guess, give more time for Putin's speech, which is about to happen right now. Now he's going to say hi to Putin, say that the parade is ready, and Putin will be talking / lying for 10-15 minutes, and I will be doing my best to do the simultaneous translation. But yeah, 3 a.m. guys, once again, don't scold me too much, basically. Jürgen, thanks so much for 5 euros. Here is the president of Kazakhstan in the background.
Вооруженными силами Российской Федерации, войска Московского гарнизона, к
He's
параду
reading.
во знаменовании 80-й годовщины победы
Cannot
в
even look
Великой
into Putin's
Отечественной
eyes,
войне
and Putin
готовы.
neither
Министр
looks in his
обороны
eyes.
Российской
Look at this.
Федерации Белоусов.
Okay, here goes nothing. 2.6 thousand watching. Wow, guys. Way above my expectations, so everyone, thanks so much for joining. Welcome. Here comes the 10-15 minute speech, and Chloe, thank you so much for 3.5 New Zealand dollars. And Julie Perry for £5. Thank you.
Дорогие граждане России, дорогие ветераны, уважаемые
Dear citizens, dear veterans, dear guests.
солдаты и матросы, сержанты и старшины,
Soldiers, navy, sergeants, officers, generals, every rank, basically.
генералы и адмиралы. Поздравляю вас с 80-летием Победы.
I want to congratulate you with the 80th anniversary, the victory of the Second World War, which he calls Great Patriotic War.
и скорби, гордость
The day of great patriotic feelings, the great day of sorrow, the day of achievement of the entire generation. Our nation earned the lives for millions of people in front, like after the Second World War. It was a triumphant achievement of Russia.
праздник 9 мая как родной.
And today we're celebrating May 9th like a familiar holiday for all of us, for each of us, for every single family.
Наши отцы, деды и прадеды спасли Отечество.
Our grandfathers, great-grandfathers, every single one of them protected our fatherhood, motherland, and protected the entire world.
Национальные интересы, нашу тысячелетнюю историю.
We protected our national interests and thousand-year history.
Все, что нам дорого, что свято.
We protected everything that's dear to us, everything that's sacred to us.
И никогда не согласимся с искажением ее событий.
We protected the history itself, and we will never agree that the history should be changed by whoever wants to change it.
Отстаивать честь бойцов и командиров Красной Армии.
We will protect the great patriotic sacrifice of our grandfathers and grandfathers.
Которые навсегда останутся в мировой истории русскими солдатами.
These are the people who will forever remain in the history as Russian soldiers. He's saying just Russian soldiers.
Антисемитизм,
We do not accept Russophobia, we do not accept anti-Semitism. This is everything they fought against.
разрушительных,
I apparently thought they were fighting against Nazis, but okay.
то есть на нашей стороне. Вся страна, общество, народ поддерживают участников специальной военной
We were fighting for freedom, for the good things, and right now we're doing exactly the same. And every single person in Russia, apparently me including, every single person in Russia, every single family in Russia supports the special military operation, he said.
на себя самые свирепые, беспощадные удары врага.
The Soviet Union is the one who took the biggest hit of the enemy during the Second World War.
И насмерть стояли на всех высотах, плацдармах и рубежах.
They are the ones who are standing everywhere. And by the way, this is Maduro from Venezuela. They are the ones who are standing everywhere, protecting every single road, every single neighborhood, everything. Only basically the soldiers of the Red Army of the Soviet Union, of Russia.
Мужеством защитников Белоруссии, которые первыми встретили врага.
I also want to say that all those participants were also from Belarus, he mentioned.
Одессы и Севастополя, Мурманска, Тулы, Смоленска.
Odessa, Sevastopol, Tula, Smolensk, these were also the front lines. Obviously, he was just mentioning those Ukrainian cities which right now Russia are either occupying or wants to occupy. But by the way, he never mentioned that Ukrainians were part of the Red Army.
Кто трудился в тылу, не жалея себя, на пределе сил.
We also cannot forget those who sacrificed themselves in the back, who were working in the factories creating tanks.
Страны. Героизм народа был массовым.
We cannot forget the heroism of the community, of the population, of the nation as a whole.
Средней Азии и Закавказья. Отсюда
Including those people from Asia and Caucasus, obviously referring, I guess, to China and to Caucasian countries like Chechnya and Dagestan, which, by the way, Kadyrov is not even here.
с ними делились кровом, хлебом, сердечным теплом.
And these are the people who were sharing bread, who were sharing love, who were sharing the warmth with the soldiers of the Russian army, of the Soviet army.
Жизнь за победу. Перед памятью сыновей,
We cannot forget anyone who gave up their life in favor of victory.
дедов, прадедов, мужей, жен, братьев, сестер.
And now he just basically fathers, mothers, grandfathers, grandmothers, brothers, sisters, and so on.
Погибшими смертью храбрых в праведном бою за Россию.
We cannot forget those comrades who died in the righteous fight for the future of Russia. And here he kind of obviously does not say specifically that he refers to special military operation. Like his entire speech, right now it's the minute of silence basically, so I'm translating more and also giving my thoughts and everything. So basically he is not actively referring to the participants of the special military operation, and his entire speech is basically intertwined to create analogies, to create like, it's like one sentence about the Second World War, another sentence is about the special military operation. So he basically saying that these are the same people. Those fought 8 years ago for the peace in the entire world, and the ones who are fighting right now are also apparently, according to him, are fighting for the peace in the entire world and for the future of the world. Kevin Craven, thanks so much for the one Russian Dude gift membership. Okay, now the speech is gonna continue. This was just a minute of silence.
В огненную орбиту Второй мировой войны было вовлечено почти 80% населения планеты.
80% of the world's population was involved in the Second World War, he said.
Их сателлитов в разных регионах мира совершился общими усилиями стран Объединенных Наций.
And that we were fighting against obviously Germany, Japan, and their allies, kind of referring to, I guess, America or whatever, like allies with very big implementation that he means America.
Солдат союзнических армий, участников сопротивления, мужественного народа Китая.
And the ones who helped us the most are the brave people of China.
Будущего.
He said that Chinese are the ones who helped the most to Russia in Second World War.
Мы будем и впредь держать равнение на ветеранов, на их
We should follow the example of the veterans, of their patriotism, of their great sacrifice, and that we need to do exactly what they did by protecting the sovereignty of Russia, protecting everything that's dear to us.
Этому великому наследию самое главное в нашем сердце. И передадим это будущим поколениям.
And this is the sacrifice that our country is going through right now. This is something that we should leave for the future generations as a history to remember, as an example to follow for the future.
Ее величие и процветание. Слава народу-победителю! С праздником! С Днем Великой Победы! Ура!
And now just basically congratulations with the victory day, hooray! The country victor, the sole country victor, pretty much. Once again, didn't say it specifically, but heavily implied that Russia was the only country that won in the Second World War. And now the anthem of Russia, with just the anthem of Russia, live music, obviously, band and everything. And yes, like some of you guys mentioned, this is the anthem, the instrumental of the Soviet Union anthem, the just different lyrics. Obviously, after the collapse of the Soviet Union, they decided to keep the music and just rewrite the lyrics. But this is right now the Russian anthem. So far, yeah, who I saw, if I'm not mistaken, was the president of Serbia. I think I saw him. President of Kazakhstan. President of what was it? Nicolas Maduro. Xi Jinping from China. Maduro obviously from Venezuela. I was not paying, I guess, too much attention, but yeah, these are the ones that they're showing the most so far. And now they're saying that parade is ready, and I can see some armored vehicles in the background, so it's gonna be way more this time than the last year. So now begins the parade itself part. 3.3 thousand watching. Wow, guys. welcome, thank you so much. And these are basically what you're seeing right now. These are especially heavily trained marchers. They train just pretty much to march, and people say that after 30 their knees are already completely shattered, that they have very difficulty walking after 40, after 50, because of just marching all the time and slamming their feet into the ground all the time, like what they do right now basically. So just a fun fact, I guess.
Равнение направо! Шагом марш!
Okay, first goes the music battalion, regiment, unit, whatever you call it. And after them, one by one, every single unit of the military is going. Not unit, I just cannot find the word. So guys, please help me in the comments. What's the name for this? And now, yeah, just one by one, they're gonna come. And I think this was the president of Uzbekistan or Turkmenistan as well. So yeah, let's see the parade now.
На Красной площади воспитанники Московского военно-музыкального училища имени генерал-лейтенанта Валерия Халилова. В 1940 году юным музыкантам впервые было доверено право открыть военный парад на Красной площади. Вот уже 85 лет барабанщики задают темп и ритм движения парадных расчетов. Командует парадным строем начальник училища, заслуженный артист России, полковник Александр Герасимов.
Basically saying that this was the musicians from the very same place, from Kremlin's Academy of Music, let's call it like this, who were opening the parade every single time for the last 8 years, so they keep the tradition going.
Знаменную группу сопровождает почетный караул 3 видов вооруженных сил: сухопутных войск, воздушно-космических сил и военно-морского флота 154-го отдельного капитанского Преображенского полка.
He just set the mood for the rest of the parade. What's up?
Со штандартами 10 фронтов заключительного этапа Великой Отечественной.
Now they're just taking out the banners from the most complicated, let's say so like this, like they're saying, from the most complicated front lines during the Second World War, like Kursk front line, Ukrainian front line, I see Karelia, Pribaltika, Belarusian front line. So they're just bringing the banners of the toughest front lines during the Second World War, and they are wearing the uniform recreations from the Second World War as well.
Великой Отечественной войны.
Oh, and here is the Mr. Alexander Lukashenko, the president of Belarus.
Парадный расчет пехотинцев со знаменитыми винтовками Мосина.
These are once again the recreations of the Second World War uniform of the Soviet army with Mosina rifle, pretty much the symbol of the Soviet army. Those rifles won the war, basically they're saying. How reliable and how accurate they were.
Летчики военных лет. Именно они в упорных воздушных боях завоевали господство в воздухе и развенчали миф о непобедимости фашистских асов.
And these are also the recreations of the Soviet Air Force, the ones who were undefeatable in the sky, the ones who proved the Nazistic Air Force that they are inferior, not superior. And then comes the Navy. Martin, welcome, rare member. Thank you.
Военные саперы. Они первыми прокладывали путь войскам.
These are the ones who are removing the mines from the field. I don't know, demining squads, whatever we call this in English. So these were the ones who are clearing the minefields, basically.
На Красной площади войсковые разведчики. Смелость, стремительность действий, военная хитрость, слагаемые
Next are the intelligence, the ones who are basically diversion groups and the ones who go behind the front lines and collect data, bring it back. So based on this, they start building strategy for their next units, which is something what they, I guess, don't do right now. And then they just send, hey, you go to the mid-assault and whatever, like no intelligence, no reconnaissance, no nothing.
Представляет парадный расчет кубанского казачьего войска во главе с войсковым атаманом Александром Власовым.
Here are Kazakhs, not from Kazakhstan, but just this, how they called Kazaki, basically. Basically, super Putin supporters right now who just walk around like this and like, respect my authority, respect my authority.
В форме кавалеристов военных лет, почетный эскорт президентского полка, службы коменданта Московского Кремля, Федеральной службы охраны Российской Федерации.
And this is the Federal Security Service of that time, obviously also back from the Soviet Union. Basically, like not the FSB, not the KGB, but same stuff. It's like, you know, same responsibilities, same everything, same building, I know, same office, same everything, just different names, so you feel more important than the others. Horses, no donkeys, that's right, Eric.
С первых дней войны на борьбу с фашизмом плечом к плечу встали все народы Советского Союза. Сегодня мы...
So these are the Azerbaijani forces. Right now they're saying that whenever during the Second World War, shoulder to shoulder was every single country of the Soviet Union was fighting shoulder to shoulder. This is basically the introduction to the international armies. And once again, the beginning, the first ones are from Azerbaijan. These are the ones.
Лейтенант Мамедов Самик Резван Аглу. Мимо трибун проходит парадный расчет 5-й отдельной бригады.
Okay, so these are obviously the Belarusians, the people from Belarus, and it is pretty much as expected. They're gonna walk in the alphabetical order. Well, Lukashenko like, здорово, let's go eat potatoes after this and drink potato vodka. Belarus is pretty famous for potatoes, so that's kind of meme inside Soviet countries. Let me know down below in the comments if you also have the same meme that Belarusians and potatoes are the same people, basically. Okay, and these are from Kazakhstan, obviously, that's why the president, let's call him like this, of Kazakhstan stands up, cheers them, welcomes them. These are Kazakh soldiers.
Батальона почетного караула Национальной гвардии вооруженных сил Кыргызской.
These are soldiers from Kyrgyzstan. And this is the president of Kyrgyzstan. Guys, unfortunately, I don't know the names of too many Stan countries, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan. So please forgive me, but yeah, these are the Kyrgyzstan soldiers. Okay, these ones are from Tajikistan already.
Мобильных войск. Командует парадным расчетом подполковник Рустам Шарифзада.
And yeah, that's the president of Tajikistan, respectively, obviously. 3,7 watts. What?
Рота почетного караула Министерства обороны Туркменистана.
This is Turkmenistan.
Почетный
Right now.
караул генерал-майор Башмурат Бердыназаров.
And obviously, every single time international soldiers are marching, they are showing their respective leader. Let's call it like this. Some of them presidents, some of them authoritarians, dictators, whatever. Let's call them leaders. So this was Turkmenistan, Tajikistan.
Мимо трибун проходит парадный расчет вооруженных сил Республики Узбекистан.
Okay, these are Uzbekistan already, so as you can see, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Tajikistan, or whatever, so many of them, so yeah, hard to keep up with the names of the leaders.
На марше военнослужащие дружественных армий. Открывают прохождение курсанты первого училища сухопутных войск Вьетнамской народной армии.
Okay, these are the guys from the Vietnam. So as you can see, this year it's most certainly a much more representation of other countries which are participating in this parade. Surprising, I guess, what else to say.
На марше парадный расчет военной полиции Вооруженных сил Арабской Республики Египет.
These are from Egypt, Egyptians. Yes, Vietnam, that's right. Egypt, on with the golden glasses, bro. Yes, Egypt, that's right. These are the allies of Soviet Union during Second World War, apparently.
Торжественным маршем проходит парадный расчет почетного караула Народно-освободительной армии Китайской Народной Республики.
These are obviously Chinese right now walking. They're obviously gonna show Xi Jinping. Here he is. Connie says, soon USA. Imagine. Americans. Imagine. Putin is happy. Oh, Venezuela, most likely, eventually.
Парадный расчет Народной армии Лаоса. Командует.
Okay, this is Laos. Laos. Tucker Carlson carrying flag by himself, says Mac. Yes, imagine this, one American, just Tucker Carlson with American flag on the red square. This will be funny.
Возглавляет парадный расчет подполковник Энхбаатарын Билек Сайхан.
Unfortunately, I missed who those were, but also some Asian country. Unfortunately, I missed it, guys. Sorry.
Совершают прохождение подразделений дружественных армий военнослужащие представительных парадных частей Вооруженных сил Республики Союз Мьянма.
And the last
Командует
ones,
парадным расчетом
and the last ones from the international soldiers from the international armies is from Myanmar. Myanmar. No North Korea, surprisingly.
Участники парада. Мимо трибун торжественным маршем проходят воспитанники Московского суда.
Rob Flanders, dude, what's up? I see you in the chat. Very familiar name, what's up, what's up?
Возглавляет парадный расчет
Мартин Ван Оэне.
полковник Игорь Якимов. Училище воспитало 16 героев
The guy in the
Советского
background
Союза
lost his head,
и
did you see? So these are basically the cadets, the like 14, 15, 16-year-olds who want to serve in the army and die, I guess. What else they do?
Во главе парадного расчета полковник Сергей Тунденков. За вклад в воспитание молодежи училище награждено орденом почета.
And yes, Putin is like, did you see it? Did you see it? Translate faster, faster, translate, look at him.
Санкт-Петербургского Нахимовского военно-морского ордена почета училища. Возглавляет парадный расчет вице-адмирал.
These are basically also, as far as I understood, like cadets from, not from Moscow like previous ones, but from St. Petersburg. These ones are. Yeah, these ones, yeah. As you can see, 14, 15, 16. 2 more years and ready for Ukraine, basically.
Кронштадтского морского кадетского военного корпуса. Впереди парадного строя начальник корпуса, капитан первого ранга Николай Довбешко. 30 лет учебное заведение готовит будущую смену флотоводцев.
And the next ones going are the basically from St. Petersburg as well, the Navy. Let's just generalize them. Future sailors, Navy, Marines, everything.
800 тысяч юношей и девушек.
And these are also cadets, but women cadets, also 14, 15, 16, and so on, year-old girls who also want to just do everything to please Putin, I guess. Let's call it like this.
Под знаменами боевых частей проходят парадные расчеты участников специальной военной.
Okay, these are the participants of the special military operation and pretty much, yeah, like they say, everyone. All unharmed, all nicely shaved, all full of medals, no nothing, no injuries, no PTSD. So yeah, just like pretty much, I guess, just relatives of deputies, relatives of authorities who went for the fighting in Ukraine for like 1 month, came back absolutely undamaged, unscattered, and now they have the privilege to walk on the Red Square because, yeah, look at them go. 4,000 watching. We did it. Awesome. Last time, like 2 years ago, I think, guys, we reached more than 10,000, and this was more. We had the biggest live stream even in comparison to CNN, like every single Western media. We were the biggest live stream. I don't think we're gonna do it this time, but 4,000 is, wow, amazing. Thank you so much for joining.
Начальник Академии, Герой России, генерал-полковник Геннадий Анашкин. Сегодня парадный расчет полностью представлен офицерами, участниками специальной военной.
The next ones are the officers of the special military operation, like pretty much everyone from the lieutenant all the way to the highest ranks.
Мищенко, Михаил Попов,
The officers
Айнур
of special military operation.
Мимо трибун проходят курсанты военного университета Министерства обороны Российской Федерации. Возглавляет парадный расчет начальник университета генерал-лейтенант Игорь Мишуткин.
These are basically the cadets of the Ministry of Defense of Russia. Basically, once again, kids. Too many kids this year. I guess they don't have too many grown-up soldiers left for some reason. But yeah, these are basically the Ministry of Defense of Russia cadets.
Удостоены звания Героя Советского Союза и Российской Федерации.
And somehow 200 of them are already the heroes of Russia somehow.
Академия материально-технического обеспечения имени генерала армии Хрулева. Возглавляет парадный расчет начальник Академии генерал-лейтенант Илгар Кахраманов.
That's a nice shot.
Подразделения тыла обеспечивают бесперебойное снабжение армии всеми необходимыми средствами для достижения победы. Более 100 офицеров тыла удостоены звания Героя Советского Союза.
These are the officers behind the front lines. I don't know how to explain them, but I guess this will be the best explanation. Basically, officers who do not actually like fight, but like officers, like officers in the offices. Let's call it like this: the ones who make the decisions, take the decisions, but never actually fight.
Ракетные части под командованием выпускников Академии своей огневой мощью.
Okay, the next ones that they're gonna show will be the artillery regiment, Union battalion. Artillery, basically, okay? And Katyusha is playing in the background, if you can hear. Okay, these are the female soldiers and officers, the next one's marching.
Являются продолжательницами офицерских династий. Мимо трибун проходит полк воздушно-космических сил России. Их представляют офицеры и курсанты военно-воздушной академии.
The next one's the Aerospace Force. The ones they're gonna show next will be Aerospace Force.
Генерал-полковник Геннадий Зибров. 105 лет Академия готовит ведущих специалистов для советской и российской авиации и космонавтики. В преддверии 9 мая Академия первой среди военно-учебных заведений за заслуги в обеспечении безопасности и укреплении обороноспособности государства, подготовки квалифицированных военных кадров награждена орденом Александра Невского. Все эти годы выпускники Академии вносили значительный вклад в развитие отечественного воздухоплавания и космического.
Lukashenko brought his son to see the parade.
Человечества являются выпускники Академии, космонавты Юрий Гагарин и Валентина Терешкова. свыше 1500 выпускников Академии по праву заслужили высокое звание Героев Советского Союза и Российской Федерации. 23 выпускника удостоены этого звания за подвиги, совершенные в ходе специальной военной операции.
Still going. That's a long segment so far. Rob Flanders, 5 euros. Thanks so much, Rob Flanders.
На Красной площади парадный расчет Военно-космической академии под командованием начальника академии.
Okay, the next one is the Aerospace Academy. So still aerospace going. So I guess that's why not that much speaking from me, not that much translation, because yeah, a lot of aerospace for some reason.
Сотлетие которого в этом году отмечает.
I don't know if you saw, guys. Putin was like looking at other presidents of other countries. Are you watching? Pay attention. Look at this. I'm looking at you. Don't you dare not look at my parade. Don't you dare.
На Красной площади полк военно-морского флота России открывают прохождение курсанты Балтийского высшего военно-морского училища имени.
Okay, the next one is the Navy, and the first ones are going from Baltic Sea Navy.
Училище одно из лучших в системе подготовки кадров для военно-морского флота. На брусчатке Красной площади курсанты Высшего военно-морского инженерного училища.
The next ones are going Navy engineers.
Генерал Андрей Клименко. Из стен учебного заведения вышло более 25 тысяч офицеров,
Aaron
инженеров
Bobby, thanks so much for
корабельной
2
службы.
pounds, and not sure if the live stream quality is bad or good. Maybe just try switching settings. Yeah, I don't usually stream, so I'm very amateur in this, but yeah, try switching settings maybe.
Контр-адмирал Олег Игнасюк. Более 300 лет учебное заведение воспитывает выдающихся флотоводцев. Среди них адмиралы Ушаков, Нахимов, Кузнецов. В парадном строю курсанты Тихоокеанского высшего военно-морского училища имени адмирала Макарова.
The next ones are the also basically Navy cadets from Pacific region. Navy cadets.
Тысяч выпускников училища проходили и проходят службу на всех флотах нашей страны. На Красной площади парадный расчет Военной академии ракетных войск стратегического назначения имени Петра Великого. Впереди парадного расчета начальник.
The next ones they're showing are the nuclear forces.
В годы войны 66 выпускников академии стали героями.
Multidaki, where are the tanks? The tanks will be later. First, it's always the part with the humans, with the people. And what are they doing? Did you see? What are they doing like this? What was... Okay, well, that was interesting. The vehicles will be ready. Vehicles will be next.
Сергей Семенов.
That was weird what they were showing with the right hands. Very, very weird.
Военно-технических специальностей для несения боевого дежурства
Elon salutes,
на
exactly.
современных ракетных комплексах Ярс и Авангард.
Okay. That was unusual and unexpected. Elon salutes.
На Красной площади курсанты Рязанского гвардейского высшего воздушно-десантного командного училища имени генерала армии.
The next ones they're showing is the airborne forces. Airborne is the ones are marching right now on the screen.
В парадном строю более 100 курсантов, отмеченных государственными наградами в ходе специальной военной операции. Свыше 60 тысяч выпускников училища своим героизмом и мужеством ковали славу воздушно-десантных войск. Более 200 из них стали героями Советского Союза и Российской Федерации. На марше Московский пограничный институт ФСБ России.
The next ones are basically the FSB people. going. The FSB, which used to be KGB, now it's FSB. Different name, same responsibilities, just different name.
Отвержена, защищая границы страны. По Красной площади проходит парадный расчет инженерных войск в составе курсантов военно-инженерной академии, Тюменского командного училища, лучших
The next ones are military engineers are going.
гвардейских бригад. Возглавляет строй начальник академии генерал-майор Андрей Круглов. В ходе проведения специальной военной операции военные инженеры успешно выполняют задачи по фортификационному оборудованию рубежей, наведению переправ, разминированию освобожденных территорий.
The main responsibility of these military engineers, the guy said, is to remove the mines from the liberated territories.
И биологической защиты имени маршала Тимошенко.
The next ones are going are the radiology, chemical forces, the chemical protection, radiology protection, like these kind of forces. The next one's going. These are the ones.
Героями Советского Союза. 5 удостоены звания Героя России. Мимо трибун проходят военнослужащие 38-й железнодорожной бригады. Парадный строй возглавляет...
The next ones is the railroad forces. I know it sounds weird, it might be weird, wrong, but I'm just doing the literal translation, basically the railroad forces.
Счет военной полиции Вооруженных сил Российской Федерации.
This is the military police, basically just like one step above the regular police. It's like we love Putin so much that we're gonna be not just police, but we're gonna be military police.
Специальной военной операции.
And some of these people, yeah, also are the veterans of the special military operation. Again, once again, unscattered, undamaged, perfect looking human beings, blah, 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 and everything like this.
Защиты МЧС России имени генерал-лейтенанта Михайлика.
These are basically the emergency services forces. In case something happens, like wildfires, whatever, they're the first ones to respond.
Тысяч выпускников Академии достойно выполняют свой долг при ликвидации чрезвычайных ситуаций. Торжественным маршем проходит парадный расчет отдельной дивизии оперативного назначения имени Дзержинского. Командует...
This is the rapid response forces. And yeah, as you can see, pretty much every single commander of these forces has, like you guys mentioned in the comments, I see, has a very reputable belly. I guess this is where they store their experience. And man-made artists, thank you so much for 12 euros. Wow, thanks so much. Thank you guys all the time for all of your donations. I'm gonna say your name all the time, so if you want, if you don't mind, keep donating. If you have any questions, that's also the best way to get my attention. So yeah, thanks so much guys for the attention. And once again, Kazakhs, not from Kazakhstan, but Kazakhs, like, look at me, I'm the authority here, respect me. I'm gonna slap you with the sword if you don't respect me.
Кузнецов. Более 45 тысяч казаков с честью отстаивают интересы России в специальной военной операции. 11 из них удостоены звания Героя России.
No Armenia, yeah, Arvos, no Armenia. No Pakistan either.
Завершают первую часть парада курсанты Московского высшего общевойскового командного училища. Командует парадным расчетом начальник училища генерал-майор Роман Бенюков.
And just one more cadets, some more cadets. And this looks like this is the final part with the humans, with the people. So now is supposedly gonna start the armored vehicles, like the vehicles, military vehicles part of the parade, and usually it is being opened with the T-34. Last year it was hilarious because it was the only tank, T-34, the one and only tank. Let's see if it's gonna be the same this year as well. I mean, this year they invited so many other leaders from other countries, so yeah, it will be humiliating to show just one tank. So this year I genuinely expect more, but who knows, let's see.
В ходе проведения специальной военной операции.
Faux Real, $5. Thank you so much. Is Kadyrov and Kim Jong-un there? No, we do not see them. I don't think they are there. Kim busy at buffet, says Philby. Sounds about right. Okay, now starts the vehicles. Now the marching band is gonna leave the red square. Not leave, but they're just gonna give way. They're just gonna give way for the vehicles so they don't get squashed like bugs, like blueberries and everything. And now, first of all, once again, we're gonna see tank T-34 carrying the Soviet banner. And after this, let's see if it's gonna be more tanks or no. Okay, so yeah, I guess more than last time. Not to humiliate himself. Per Smedbejek, Smedjebaks, thank you so much for 10 Swedish crowns, and Johan Lagerstrom, thanks so much for 100 crowns. Did you ever see when you were younger teenager and feel pride, patriotism, hype? When I was a kid, maybe I was like, just interesting. Okay, what's that? But like, yeah, I was like 7 or something. Okay, and yeah, here comes this first tank T-34, and we already have more tanks than last year.
Движение механизированная колонна. В ее составе 183 единицы боевой техники времен Великой Отечественной войны и современных образцов, стоящих на вооружении российской армии.
Okay, so most likely it's not going to be too much modern equipment, because the guy just said it's going to be 183 pieces of the equipment from the Soviet times. So they're gonna, yeah, bring more military vehicles, but huge asterisks, it's not our actual equipment, it's like from the Soviet times. So like, yeah, we have tanks, but they're 70-year-old tanks.
Боями дошли до Берлина, освободив более 130 городов Советского Союза, Польши и Германии.
So yeah, these are the tanks they're showing. That is definitely not... maybe they will show like T-90M or something. I guess they promised to show it. But yeah, 183 pieces of military equipment will be from the Soviet times, which basically means those things will be 50, 60, 80 years old military vehicles. Maxi, thank you for €1 and Acquiesce for 5 years. Thank you.
Во главе колонны старший лейтенант Владислав Минченко.
Okay, here comes the armored vehicles. Steven Seagal! What is he doing here? American representative in Russian crowd. Steven Seagal, let's go!
Воинских подразделений и материальных средств в районах боевых действий и специальных операций. Руководит парадным строем майор Артем Швыдкин.
Let's go! This parade is so much better than the last one. I love it.
На Красной площади представлены образцы специальных бронированных автомобилей с колесной формулой 4х4 и защищенных санитарных автомобилей «Линза», предназначенных для решения задач всестороннего обеспечения, поиска и эвакуации личного состава с поля боя.
Okay, these are the armored personnel carriers, basically armored vehicles, the ones who bring back and forth injured soldiers. Well, surprise, surprise, not too many Russian soldiers are being evacuated when they are injured in Ukraine, so yeah, they show one thing, but in reality, I don't know for what they're even used.
Разведывательных машин ПРМ-1К 136-го отдельного разведывательного батальона с новым боевым комплексом дистанционного управления и динамической
Luke Campbell, $7. Where is Шойгу Mosquito?
Майор Сергей Шелпаков.
Шойгу Mosquito is buzzing around. Well, he's no longer the Minister of Defense of Russia for quite some time, so yeah, he's laying as low as possible. And these were the armored reconnaissance vehicles.
Проходит колонна боевых машин пехоты БМП-2М 15-го гвардейского модуля.
The next ones they're gonna show are infantry fighting vehicles BMP.
Включающим в себя 30-миллиметровую пушку, противотанковые средства и современную систему управления огнем.
Steven Seagal, I can't believe it.
Проходит колонна боевых машин пехоты БМП-3 и перспектива.
The next ones they're gonna show is once again infantry fighting vehicles BMP-3.
Модулем «Эпоха» 27-й гвардейской Севастопольской мотострелковой бригады. Командует парадным расчетом подполковник Станислав Жуков. Боевые машины пехоты стали надежными помощниками мотострелков.
P-Bucket, €6. Thanks so much.
Основных боевых танков Т-72Б3М.
Okay, the next ones they're gonna show are the tanks T-72. So yeah, definitely, like you can clearly see that Putin absolutely does not care about anything except the demonstration of quote-unquote power. Last year, I don't think there was even any world leaders who came to see the parade, maybe 1, 2, 3, so it was literally one tank. Now he invited so many other representatives, and yeah, it's tanks, infantry fighting vehicles, armored personnel carriers, every single thing, like, yeah. I wonder what Russian soldiers who are right now fighting in Ukraine, who need tanks, who need armored vehicles, like, and they're watching the parade with like dozens of them just on the Red Square driving. I wonder how they feel when Putin just literally, it's okay guys, you can die, I just give me your toys, I just want to show them on the Red Square, I need Maduro's approval. So yeah, I hope you understand. I mean if you die you wouldn't care anyways, right? So just yeah, give me your tanks.
Ракетные войска и артиллерию вооруженных сил Российской Федерации представляет колонна 34-й гвардейской Перекопской артиллерийской дивизии в составе 152 миллиметровых самоходных гаубиц МСТА-С. Командует парадным расчетом майор Михаил Сизов.
These are self-propelled howitzers МСТА-С. Also something what we did see a lot in the Ukrainian war, a lot of them being destroyed. I'm also assuming it's a big shortage of them on the front lines, but yeah, Putin like, yeah guys, whatever, like, I mean, sorry, but I need them, so yeah, please understand, blah blah blah.
Представлены новейшие 152 миллиметровые артиллерийские системы «Гиацинт-К» и «Мальва» на колесном базовом шасси, а также
These are the artillery systems Гиацинт.
Систем ТОС-2 «Тосочка».
And heavy flamethrowers Тосочка.
Огневая мощь представленных образцов позволяет нанести максимальное поражение противнику.
4,500. Wow. Are we crazy enough to be at 5,000 viewers? Let's go 5,000.
На брусчатке Красной площади дивизион высокоточных ракетных комплексов «Искандер-М» 448-й ракетной бригады имени конструктора ракетного оружия.
And these are the heavy missile complex. I'm just doing the literal translation, hopefully that's accurate. Iskander-M basically, and look at this 3D animation.
Майор Александр Моисеев.
Connie Martensen, thanks so much, 129 Swedish crowns. Thank you.
Впервые по Красной площади проходит колонна 7-го отдельного полка войск беспилотных систем, представленных различными типами беспилотных.
And these are the very first time on the Red Square in the Victory Day parade is the drone units. So they're just basically showing off their drones.
Ланцет-52, Гарпия и Герань.
And the drones are Гарпия, Герань, Lancet.
Теплых. Все беспилотники нашли широкое и эффективное применение в зоне специальной военной операции.
Every single one of these drones was heavily used in the zone of the special military operation. This is just once again what the guy's saying, I'm just translating.
В составе парадного расчета зенитные ракетные системы С-400 «Триумф» 584-го гвардейского.
Once again, missile systems, missile complexes, S-400s, S-300s.
Система С-400 позволяет решать любые задачи противовоздушной обороны, что подтверждено результатами практического применения в ходе специальной
Air defense systems S-400s, also the guy saying that the ones that are heavily used in the zone of the special military operation and proving its absolutely perfect, flawless implementation.
в составе колонны БМД-4 и БТР МДМ «Ракушка» 106-й гвардии.
These are once again the armored vehicles, the ones like, I don't know how to say, like just armored vehicles, and the name for this is Rakushka, which is literally like a seashell.
В любую точку боевых действий позволяют десантникам решать самые ответственные задачи командования.
Okay, so these are the airborne troops vehicles, the ones that they also can dispatch from the planes and just send those vehicles straight behind the front lines, blah blah blah, all this kind of stuff. Airborne armored vehicles, basically.
Стратегического назначения в составе парадного.
Okay, this is Putin's favorite part of the parade. These are the nuclear forces.
Ракетного комплекса «Ярс» командует парадным расчетом подполковник Василий Меньшенин. Ракетный комплекс «Ярс» обладает
This is the missile complex Yars, basically the nuke, which can destroy everything and everyone if Putin just presses the button, blah blah blah.
Ракетные соединения, вооруженные комплексами «Ярс», составляют основу мобильной группировки ядерных сил России. Замыкают парадный строй боевой техники колесные бронетранспортеры на платформе «Бумеранг» с флагами видов вооруженных сил Российской Федерации.
And the last part of these vehicles, land vehicles, is the armored personnel carriers with the flags of different types of the armies, basically airborne, regular army, and things like this. And now I'm assuming it's gonna be the aero part of the parade, planes, helicopters, and things like this. Yeah, exactly. Faux Real, thanks so much for $5. More special effects used, the more incompetent the forces usually are. Seems about right.
В небе кубинский бриллиант в составе уникальных пилотажных групп «Русские Витязи» и «Стрижи» на истребителях Су-30 и МиГ-29 возглавляет группу
Fighter jets, Sus and MiGs, and look at this, they're just showing them like this instead of showing them the actual planes. So yeah, kinda. That's like the animations from video games from 2005, not gonna lie. They could have done better.
Небо столицы цветами государственного флага Российской Федерации. Возглавляет группу...
Yes, Kevin, Marvel movies called they want their CGI back, exactly.
В финале военного парада сводный оркестр исполнит песню «День Победы».
And now the military orchestra is going to sing military day song, like Victory Day song. Victory Day song.
Посвященный 80-летию победы в Великой Отечественной войне, завершается. Оркестр покидает Красную площадь.
Медведев, патриарх Кирилл, you saw him.
Парад Победы завершен. Да здравствует 80-я годовщина Великой Победы!
So basically, yeah, the parade is about to be over, saying glory to heroes, glory to heroes, glory to heroes of the glory to heroes of the Second World War, Great Patriotic War, glory to heroes in general as well. Hooray, hooray, hooray! So long story short, that is the parade. I can answer a couple of your guys' questions. It's already 4 a.m.
Итак, парад на
here.
Красной площади завершен.
Let me
И
put
сегодня
myself
он,
on
конечно,
full
был
screen, I
особенным.
guess. Because, yeah, let me put... So, yeah, long story short, that's the parade. Thank you guys so much for joining. If you have, like, really quick questions, because, yeah, sleepy, tired, it's been a long day. While waiting for your questions, I guess I can... we did today another interview for Monday. Thanks so much for the support for the Thank God It's Monday podcast. It's wow, it's incredible. Way above my expectations. I thought maybe like 5,000 people will be watching this podcast maximum. We have like 50,000 views or something like this for the first episode, 20,000 for the second episode. The third guest, we just recorded the interview today. It's going live on Monday. So guys, as always, thanks so much for watching the podcast. Thanks so much for watching the videos, liking the videos and everything. It's always a great pleasure to make those videos for you. And thank you, Filipajna, for 30 Czech crowns. I'm assuming that says Czech crowns, right? So yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much if you stayed so late to watch the parade, especially if you're in the Western Hemisphere. If you're in the East Coast, West Coast, well, it's incredible. Thanks so much. I don't see too many questions. I mean, the chat is scrolling too fast, so unfortunately cannot see too much messages. But yeah, everyone is just thanking. So pleasure. The video is coming. The next video will be uploaded on the channel in like in less than 2 hours. The video is coming. And then we chillin', then one more video on Saturday, Sunday we chillin', and then Monday is the third episode of Thank God It's Monday podcast. Hopefully you like it, hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much guys for your support. And I guess, yeah, thanks so much Kevin for moderating as always. It was a pleasure to do this live stream with you. It was so good. Thank you for the stream. Thank you everyone for being here. See you